So I was going to start this, or put this at the end of the video, but I feel like I needed to put it in now. Sirui, I think that's how you say their name. They have announced a 35mm 1.8, which would be great, except that they are not offering it in Fuji X mount. If anyone from that company is listening, I do not understand the logic. Please help me understand why you design it around one mount and don't offer the same 3 mounts natively that you offered with the first one, especially when you're trying to make an anamorphic set. That just seems kind of weird to me. Well, that really sucks. If I had known this from the get-go, I probably wouldn't have got the 50mm. But that's my take on it. Maybe someone from the company will see this and put out another statement that they're going to be working on it. I don't know. But alright, so this is going to be just a few tests of the 50mm 1.8 lens. It's a 1.33 squeeze, as most people know who have been following this lens. Pretty fairly priced. Very good image quality. A lot of these tests are kind of weird. I was just trying to see where the flare was and where it wasn't. For these outdoor shots, they all have the 1/4 Black Pro mist, because I think this lens personally is too sharp for an anamorphic. I should have taken that filter off and redone these, and I will do that whenever I shoot with it again. But just for the look I would personally want, it was the lens was just too good. Flares pretty much always were blue. Not bad. A lot of these are going to be rack focusing, looking at the breathing, which there is some. Not horrible, especially for a single focus solution in anamorphic land, but it is there. I would have made more videos with this lens, but if you go back and watch my previous video with this one, the test shots, you will notice my wife kind of like cringing, like she was hurting in a couple of the shots. And that's because she was having the early appearance of contractions. That night, about 10 o'clock, we went in and had our son, Atlas. So I haven't been able to get out and actually shoot with this lens yet, because he's still so young. I mean, he sleeps most of the time, but we are still trying to get the hang of the whole parenting thing. I feel like this lens, with the whole perfection comment, I feel like it's likened to being the same problem that the 18-35 Sigma Art has, in that it's too perfect for what it's supposed to be. Like, when you think of anamorphic, you think of a little bit of chromatic aberration, or at least I do. A little bit softer, especially wide open, but the fact that this isn't is actually really nice, because same way with the Sigma, you can add filters and everything like that, and or change things in post, which is all great. Right here, all I'm doing is checking close focus sharpness. A lot of this is the close focus sharpness, which close focus isn't that great. It's a couple feet away, but could be way worse. My only other personal experience with anamorphics was with the SLR Magic Anamorphic 50, the 1.33 squeeze, and I didn't like it either. It was way too soft, and the double focusing was just awful, and it was about the same price as this lens, so it's another testament to this lens. I think you can really see the focus breathing when I'm doing these racks. I guess it depends on what your definition of acceptable is, but that seems fine to me. I know a lot of the main criticisms of this lens is going to be that it's not anamorphic enough, which I think is a very weird statement to make for a $700 single focus anamorphic lens. I don't know what people are expecting. I mean, if you're in the Micro Four Thirds land, you can get the Vasins for $3,200. Or if you want full frame, you can go with what is it, the Orions? Are those full frame? Either way, I think people are expecting a whole lot out of this lens. I mean, for what it is, I am very happy with it. I do plan on modifying it here and there to get just a little bit more characteristic out of it, but for what it is, it's great. I'm just testing close focus sharpness again. Here I'm using an RA150 for now. You can tell which ones have the Pro Mist on it and which ones won't. This one here is the Pro Mist. And there's without. you.